Part 2 had a last one. It was empty call. This is about the conversation I had at Cultural Oasis with a young sister, or elder. I wasn't sure about her age. I'll just say sister. About her experience, how while men have breasts and navels and attributes of the woman and blah 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 blah. That's where that one got interrupted. And so everything that she was saying at first, if I was not well seasoned, I would have forsook everything that I believe. Matter of fact, not that I believe everything I know. I would have doubted what I know prior to meeting her. But some things have shifted through my mind to what the point that she was getting at. Where did this teaching come from? What source told her these things, like the serpent that talked to Eve, or Hawa? And what it's been is that this is the same type of venomous thinking against harmony. Harmony is her story. Now that I'm thinking about it, they said, what about his story? He said, he's the words. That's the masculine. He said, what is her story? Oh, that's harmony that makes those masculine words soft and workable. So thank you for that. So we got to get her story out, harmony. And harmonica, along with wisdom, they would like that for their husband. The son. Whether it's S-U-N or S-O. It's a S. So I go for a serpent or a snake or slithery. I have to be mindful who's having sex with harmony and wisdom, and how they become so close to him. Because they said the snake and the serpent is clever. And so once again, in this day and time, we clearly see from being told that America, that they're American, and that's all that's good, and don't understand the history of the word America, whether it means Greek male, or it means male, or it means German male, whether it means white elephant male. The fact is, a white male is a pure man who is righteous. You say, well, how you know? Because he's being honest and he tells the truth. A white male is not a color of skin. A black male is not a color of skin. There's something that has to be done. Those are action words. And so you say black man, that means you have a nothing heart. You have no desire. If you say you are a white male, you say, well, I have a desire for righteousness, because you're purified from all, or enlightened from the darkness. White and black, left and right, up, down. Well, I add a twist to it. See, literally. But how she put it was so convicting that like I said, had that not been well seasoned by masters, men, man. But here's the thing too, though, America. I don't see these people on the streets. They're in these buildings. Oh, but also, we had to shoot back too. I'll be jumping back and forth. A lot of stuff has been happening, and I'm just now sitting down and getting up, getting back to doing this. Because at first I was just in a draggy thing. So I have my signs of life too, like everybody else. You know. And so, excuse the background. This is, you know, part of living in a small village. America. America is not a nationality. And, you know, when you ask people to go back and investigate even more, they say they did, and then they lied and say little short jab words to buy themselves time. Because I wouldn't, only thing I looked up in the world America, and it was said that one, an Italian named it, two, it described a people of color, which is bronze. They made a penny of it, which is your value, and made themselves mountains of gold and silver and precious jewels, while the couple stayed at the bottom of the wishing well. Sorry, folks. This. Oh man, that's even worse. I kind of lost my train of thought, man, for a hot second. America, yeah, bronze, wishing well. And so there was another thing about America, that name is a young name, and there's no history to being indigenous people here. And then I looked at this lady thing called Yapa Bay on her information on Moors. The ish, she made it seem like there's some other examples of ish being advocated for this and more. I'm thinking, what difference does it make? The world acknowledges it as a nation. They wrote it into law. Nobody else has ever done that. You know what I mean? Prophet Noble Drew, excuse my tongue, Father. You know, Noble Drew Ali went in and pulled the records out. You know, Marcus Garvey knew about it. You know what I mean? say, well, why didn't it go anywhere? Because nobody's heart was pure enough. You have to be a pure heart to get to run God's most kingdom on this earth. You know, you can't be unfair to the people, because the king loves the people. That's why he's the king. You know. And so when you love the people down here as you love things in the heavens, and you go to the creator of all of them both and of you, and you inquire of him, you say, hey, how do we keep harmony afloat here? You know, how do we glorify you with that one harmony? That universal language may come down to us all. Yeah. So, as I'm speaking to myself, I'm really sharing with you. Because everything that we share, we're talking to ourselves first. And I don't know about this particular brand here. I'm not advocating and I'm not subjugating it either. But it's good for you. So I say all that to say this. Protect your mind. Investigate the words coming out of a person's mouth by your experiences. And if they can't save you from your experience of having so many harsh experience, in other words, if they're adding to your harsh experiences, this day, this present, it's best you look back just by yourself. It's best that you stay by yourself. Ponder on other solutions, you know. Till next time, Hosea, the real.